brighter side, 'cause I'm low on the phone, you say. So I talk till I drop, you say, how could I have a heart made of stone? Why you? Oh, when we synchronize, it's exactly what I thought and I fantasized. Playing games with my mind, making us collide. And we know how it goes when we're out at night. And I don't know how we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. How we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. When you patronize, feel so satisfied. When I dig in the dirt, you're a paradise. And I know that you know I can sleep at night. Oh, and you're by my side. And it's smooth how you move, 'cause I'm petrified. Setting traps in my head, messing with my mind. When you talk, but I know you're lying. And I don't know how we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. How we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. Why you so icy cold? My tears can't drip. Sitting awake alone, tattoos I miss. If I was to call your phone, I know you'd click. Baby, can have the throne, I call it quits. You can even have my car, I don't need it. I've been inside my room since you left it. Thinking about the place where we first kissed. Oh, and I don't know how we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. How we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold.
Happy New Year! Welcome to 2K TV and 2021.
Happy New Year, everyone. I've been spending a lot of time with the fans out there on the park, and guess what? You guys have been on absolute fire lately.
So we're gonna tip off this new year with some of your top plays.
Let's get it started. Here's your
Let's see the starting lineup for visiting Miami Heat. At power forward, Myers Leonard. At shooting guard, Duncan Robinson. At the other guard position, Kyler Hero. At center, Bam Adebayo. At the other forward position, Jimmy Butler. The head coach of the visiting team is Eric Spoelstra. Power forward, at 6'6", number 10, Dorian Finney-Smith. In the middle, 6 feet 10 inches, number 7, Dwight Powell. The other forward position, standing 6'5", number 11, Tim Hardaway Jr. At the shooting guard position, standing 6'5", number 0, Josh Richardson. At the other guard position, at 6'6", number 77, Luka Doncic. Your head coach is Rick Carlisle. Mavs fans, your Dallas Mavericks.
There is no better way to start off the new year than with the NBA here on 2K Sports. Our game tonight featuring the Miami Heat as they go up against the Dallas Mavericks at the American Airlines Center. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg with David Aldridge on our sideline. DA, it's all yours.
Kevin, thanks. Bam Adebayo is a first-time All-Star in 2020. He was the 14th pick in 2017. And he said, whoever gets drafted, you want to play the right way. My situation was different. I had to sit. You gain experience and reps during practice. Once you get to do it in the game, the leash gets longer and you get to become who you want to be. Kevin, he's become one of the best young big men in the league.
All right, thank you, David. Let's check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. Look at the Heat. They're right now in the 8th spot in the conference here in the early part of the season.
And you know, for the Heat, they've shown me some very good things this season. But that next step, those qualities that could make them true contenders, just haven't been there.
Yeah, and you know, we've seen them enough to know by now they're not going to make that switch from good to great at this point. Not this year anyway.
So here's Miami's starting group. They've got Adebayo. Robinson is out there with Herro. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Leonard in at the power forward position. And for the Mavericks, Josh Richardson out there with Luka Doncic. Then there's Dwight Powell. Then there's Hardaway. And it's Finney Smith in at the power forward. Greg, at the beginning of every season, we love to see players that have worked on something during the offseason that they now have added to their game in the new season.
No doubt about it, Kevin. You know, the work doesn't end when the season ends. If you're trying to improve your skill set or if you're trying to just put on muscle, that kind of stuff needs to be done during the break. You need to have an assessment in the right after the season. Hey, where can I get better? And then you spend the offseason on that challenge.
Season never really ends.
You know, passes like that go a long way. Terrific teamwork.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Outside Butler. Robinson against Richardson. Pass to Herro. From the arc. It's rebounded by Doncic. Dallas has gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Richardson, good.
You know, that shot right there, Richardson's three-point shooting is what's helped him stay in the league as a second-round pick.
And the foul on Josh Richardson. That is his first foul of the game.
Well, that was a quick foul for him there. The refs are certainly calling it close.
And now, just over a minute played here in the first. Robinson, that's good.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Here's Doncic. And Adebayo sends it back. Richardson against Robinson. Here's Butler. Outside for Robinson. To the inside. 6 on the shot clock. And Adebayo throws it down.
Don't take your eyes off Bam. When he comes off the floor, he gets up and the slams are just too good to miss. And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That is his first foul of the game. An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Here's Butler, and there's another one for the Heat.
I mean, the mid-range jumper of Butler is impressive as he continues to get better from here.
And Doncic, here we go, and it's good for 2. For Miami, they've gone 4 of 5 from the field so far.
And I remember when Doncic was first asked, who is your favorite player? And boy, he did not hesitate. LeBron James.
Hey, Greg, for guys of his generation, that would be the answer for 80 to 90% of them, and with good reason. How about these quotes from Doncic? He said, if I dunk on LeBron, I can retire. But I like this one a little better. He said, LeBron can play in a lot of different positions. I can too. But for me to be like LeBron, I have to work much harder. That's a guy who knows his stuff.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set. Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Got a piece of it. Hardaway with the steal. Here's Finney-Smith, defended by Butler. Count it. Finney-Smith's got 5 now. The Heat trail by 5. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And it's in there. 6 points for him.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
And Finney-Smith gets it to go.
Yeah, Josh Richardson is just not a scorer and defender, folks. He can pass it, too.
Here's Herro. Burke covering. And Adebayo throws it down.
With strong athleticism, Adebayo can finish just about any lob with his large catch radius.
Butler with the steal. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Way ahead of the field. He can do pretty much whatever he wants.
You know, and not leaving anything to chance either. That's why he takes it right to the bucket.
Richardson, that's a 2-pointer. That one off the back iron and out.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
And that's what you want to see. Good, fundamental, sound basketball with the bounce pass.
And here are the Mavericks now. Trailing by 2 from deep. Richardson. That one falls coming off Burke's feet. Richardson's got his second bucket of the night.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And stolen by Richardson. And here we go. Richardson heading to the hoop. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Boy, really good body control that time by Richardson. Anticipated the foul coming, absorbed that contact, and didn't let it bother his shot.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Mavericks?
They've definitely had a hot hand from 3-point range. Always nice to get off to a good start.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Kleba's checked in. And Greg, Josh Richardson's a terrific ball handler out on the wing who can create for others.
Richardson gets a lot of assists per game at that wing position, not just looking to finish plays, but also to create for others. Very well-rounded threat on the offensive end, and that gives this team another dimension in terms of playmaking.
Now Hardaway following Myers-Leonard's 3-point attempt.
Get that weak stuff out of here around Butler. He's so quick off the ground to block shots.
Marjanovic checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Adebayo. With a break in the action, let's show you the teams with the most second chance points last year. In third, the Mavericks.
That's an effort stat for me. I mean, it shows you how hard this team works in the paint. They continue to pound the backboard.
Now, here's Kleba. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Charlotte.
And he also dominated the glass out there. He hit the boards hard and often.
And it's Butler missing. Mavericks leading by 4. Oh, that's blocked. Robinson against Richardson. The shot by Adebayo, no good.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Here's Herro, coming off a stellar performance against Milwaukee, and the basket is good. Herro's got 5 points so far.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
High-octane action for sure. Crowd-pleasing already.
Down low, here's Adebayo.
Oh, how about using the rim to get some true hang time?
You know, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff.
Yeah, right. I don't know how much weight that carries.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. Defeated by the Hornets in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
I'll tell you, they played hard, they drew fouls, but they could not convert at the line.
And that can drive guys absolutely crazy. I mean, they know they're better free throw shooters than that, but just did not get it done from the line.
Jalen Brunson, he's checked in for Dallas. And then for Miami, Achua, he's checked in for Myers Leonard. And it's Dragic in for Duncan Robinson. Here's the 3. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Dragic the pass to Butler. Back to Dragic. To the paint. Here's Herro. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
Butler finds Dragic. Off target from three-point range. Mavericks leading by 5. Richardson attacking. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And boy, are they attacking the paint.
They sure are, looking to get their buckets up close and personal.
For Dallas, they have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Adebayo. And it's Iguodala in for Jimmy Butler. Ray, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There's no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation or one of the best, and I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys are truly great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities. And those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
And that one falls for Achua. Maurice Harkless is checked in for Tyler Herro. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for Dallas. They lead by 4. And the rejection by Iguodala. Dragic with a wide open look. From outside, off the mark.
You know, he just has not been himself this period. Just too inconsistent up and down at the offensive end.
Got that one up quick. Finney Smith's got 9 points.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Achua, no good. Mavericks leading by 6. Here's Marjanovic. Here's Brunson. And the rejection by Iguodala. And he gets it back. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up. That sends Jalen Brunson to the free throw line. They get Andre Iguodala. The Mavericks have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
One shot.
That one falls for Brunson. And it's the Heat with the ball. 9-point game. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
And here are the Heat now, following the score by Dallas. Here's Dragic from outside, and he's good on the 3-ball. Dragic has got his second basket.
Boy, the unselfishness of Iguodala is really admirable. A forward with excellent vision. He has a feel for when one of his guys is open.
2 points. That one goes.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Well, they're doing everything right. How about that? I mean, this could turn into a blowout very quickly.
Now, here's Dragic, another key contributor in that nice win against Milwaukee. Here's Achua. Offensive rebound. Dragic gets the bucket. Dragic has got his 3rd basket of the night.
And I respect the craftiness and savvy of Dragic. I mean, when he gets positioned deep inside, he finds a way to score.
The Heat trail by 8. On the wing, it's Iguodala. Dragic against Richardson. The second chance effort. That one, no good. So the Mavericks will take it the other way. Here's Marjanovic. Dallas keeping it alive. A fresh 14. Good on the shot.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Outside Dragic. Knocks it loose. Here's Brunson. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. For Dallas, they have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Your son, Cole Gregg, was one of the top high school players in America. A lot of services had him number 1. Talk about what it was like going through the recruiting process as a dad.
You know, it was fun for the most part because he really kind of kept everything in perspective. And the teams we dealt with, the schools we dealt with, man, they were all top-notch. So that process, about as enjoyable as one could ask for. But at the same time, it's still stressful, man. That's still your little guy getting ready to head off to college.
Well, you're a dad and a proud one at that.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
Kleba with the bucket. And here's Dragic. He's got 7. Down it goes. That's 4 made from the field. He's 4 of 8.
And there's the toughness Dragic needs to show. Able to finish in the face of some very tight defense.
Here's Brunson. Second chance shot. And Johnson with the lay-in good.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Yeah, nothing major, not a huge advantage, but certainly a good sign for them going forward.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And I look back at his numbers from the free throw line last year, 78%, so not too bad.
And that one falls for Dragic.
And Dragic came into the NBA with something on his resume that not many other rookies have. He has a ring from winning the Slovenian Pro League the year before he came to America.
Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for the Mavericks. Kendrick Nunn, he's checked in for Miami. Both free throws good from Dragic. And so here is Dallas. They lead by 7. Brunson. Boom, he jams it straight down.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
And cutting into the lead with the big one-hand throwdown.
That's how you get your team back into it.
That might indeed ignite a spark in this team.
Count that one.
Yeah, off to a strong start here early. 6 points off second chance buckets.
Dragic against Brunson. Here's Dragic. 11 points in the game. And stolen by Richardson. Yep, it counts.
Richardson getting points in transition. Easy buckets thanks to his hustle after the steal. That's how you take advantage of the turnover.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. We come back right after this. And we spoke with Jimmy Butler not too long ago about his teammates.
These guys work so hard, and they're young, and they're professional with it, that you're planting that seed early, so they can only get better, and they're learning, and they're gaining confidence because they're playing so well. So with me being here with these guys, we're special.
Well, Greg, it sounds like Butler has found happiness.
You know, people don't talk enough about fit. It's important to be in an organization and a system that maximizes your abilities. Butler is playing some of the best ball in his life and making everyone around him better.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Mavericks team out there.
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
Well, the player and ball movement has been excellent. Finding space, operating in space, and when they've gotten open shots, they've knocked them down.
And for Miami, looking who they've got out there. Dragic is out there with Kendrick Nunn. Then there's Iguodala. Then it's Kelly Olynyk, and it's Harkless in at the 4 spot. Outside, Green. Trying to get open is Johnson, and it's Green. Missing. The Heat trail by 9. Dragic finds Nunn, and that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. Nunn's got his first points of the night.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the Mavericks have their young star tandem in Luka Doncic and Kristaps Porzingis. KP said, "We can be a pretty deadly duo. It's only going to be a matter of time. Once we get that 2-man game going, it's going to be hard to stop." Guys, it's already hard to stop. Back to you.
A team on the rise, David. Thank you so much.
You know, so active on the offensive end is Hardaway Jr. You can tell he feels comfortable taking quick shots like that one.
Brunson against Dragic. Iguodala wide open. Off target with his 3. Dallas leading by 11. Johnson down low. Defended by Harkless. Here's Iguodala. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Brunson, good.
And he's had an excellent performance overall from the field.
And so it's Nunn with it. He brings it up for Miami. The Oklahoma City Thunder will be in town for the next one. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. And Miami calls their first time out of the game. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
Yeah, and that one, their intensity on the offensive end was not matched by their opponent. That led to some easy buckets.
Yeah, you know, you can't allow them to get into a rhythm on offense. Once that happens, then you're in trouble.
Group in for the Heat. Adebayo is checked in for Kelly Olynyk. Myers Leonard comes in for Maurice Harkless. Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Duncan Robinson in for Goran Dragic. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Knocked loose. And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. Let's take a look at the 2K leaderboard to find out who are the best shooters from behind the arc last season. Nunn against Green. 5 to shoot. And he goes in for the dunk.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
And the Mavericks with some changes. Dwight Powell's checked in for Maxi Kleber. Doncic comes in for Green, and it's Burke in for Jalen Brunson. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
Nice look that time from the veteran Butler, a go-to scorer. He's also willing to make the extra pass.
Dallas leading by 9. There's the call on James Johnson. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Go the other way.
The Heat trail by 9. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Outside for Robinson. Outside Butler. Jacks up a three. It's rebounded by Doncic. Mavericks have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far.
And it was interesting how the Dallas franchise sold its fans on Doncic. Ownership told them, think of a 6'7" Steve Nash. Isn't quite the shooter Steve was, but is only a teenager. Great vision. Boy, he can really pass it. And it turns out Doncic is all of that and more.
Dallas has gone to three-point range 7 times tonight, knocked down 5 of them. Here's Doncic. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
You know, as I watch Doncic, I think it's futile to try to distract this guy. His focus and concentration and control of himself is excellent.
And even Nash himself called Doncic a dream prospect.
Yeah, it said Luka was big and mobile enough in the modern game, can guard multiple positions, has a skill set, a winning mentality, and those leadership qualities. Steve Nash sounding like a future GM.
Robinson, that's good.
And he's not going to miss those very often, even from deep. The D has to close out a little stronger on him.
And that one's good. Doncic has got 11.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Now, here's none. Burke covering. Adebayo passes to Butler, and the layup is good. He's got 10.
Really hard to stay with Jimmy Butler because he's so good at getting shots up and in past the defense. Just has a real knack for scoring even when challenged.
To the middle. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson.
Timeout.
Robinson's got 4 assists in the game.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Dallas calls timeout. A new generation of players, Greg, coming into the NBA alongside your son Cole. We've got a lot of players who I think are going to have a long-term impact on this game.
There's no doubt about it. Listen, I hope Cole can have the kind of impact that some of these guys are, but look at the Grizzlies. I think they got 2 terrific ones. Ja Morant has superstar written all over him. Brandon Clark probably surprised some people with his ability to have an impact. And if you look at this past draft, Obi Toppin is one to watch. This is a guy with great size and length who was a perimeter player until he had a growth spurt. So those are the types of players that I think when you combine athleticism and skill with the way the court is spaced, man, can have a tremendous impact in this game.
Dallas making a switch here. Marjanovic is checked in. Tyler Herro, he's checked in for the Heat. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. They've led by as many as 11 points. Got that bucket in no time at all. Doncic has got 14.
Guys, Doncic has great shooting mechanics, and he can knock it down from deep or just about from anywhere on the court.
And Robinson wide open. He shoots. And again, Miami with the triple.
They're having more success from three-point range here in the second after a rough first quarter from deep.
And here's Doncic from the arc. Another 3 for Dallas.
You know, he started the game knocking down shots, guys, and now in the second quarter, he's taking it to another level.
Robinson for 3. That one doesn't go. Now Dallas takes it the other way. They get to take on the Bulls at Chicago after this one. And that one will start off a 3-game road trip for the team.
Monster quarter for him. He's put the team on his back, trying to carry them to the W.
Passes it to Adebayo. Yep, it goes, and the Dallas lead is cut back down to single digits after the bucket is good from Jimmy Butler.
You know, you look at Butler's numbers. Every year he's been in the league, he's improved as a scorer. He knows how to get to his spots and then deliver.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attacking. Oh, my goodness!
That is breathtaking.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop.
Tell you what, you wouldn't know they're the team trailing when they're able to pull off plays like that.
And the pass to Adebayo. Butler. That's in, coming off an assist from Adebayo. Adebayo's got 4 assists now tonight.
I tell you what, guys, there's not much more he can do. I mean, he's been on fire, yet they still trail in this game.
And it's just one of those days, guys. He has just struggled to shoot the basketball.
Goes back up, and the layup is up and in. Butler's got 12 now in this quarter.
Utilizing that weight room muscle there, Butler very difficult to box out.
Here's Doncic. The shot from the low post is good. And the Mavericks lead by 9.
Lovely dish by Columbus's own Trey Burke.
Herro passes to Robinson. And Adebayo throws it down.
And cutting into the lead with the big one-hand throwdown.
That's how you get your team back into it.
That might indeed ignite a spark in this team.
Here's a look at the schedule now for Dallas. On Sunday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Chicago against the Bulls. And then on Monday, they'll be playing against James Harden and the Houston Rockets.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together.
And that one falls for Burke. And the Mavericks with some changes. Dorian Finney-Smith checked in for Powell, and Josh Richardson subbed in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And Miami with a change here too. Achua, he's checked in for Myers Leonard. Burke hits them both. The Heat trail by 9. Herro passes to Achua, and the shot goes in. And that's now 6 points for Precious Achua.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Dallas calls timeout. Let's bring up the 2K leaderboard to look at some of the players that are contributing in areas you might not expect. The top rebounding shooting guards of the past month. You take a look at Herro, no doubt one of the most efficient rebounders in the game. And, of course, Luka Doncic. He shows up in that same conversation.
Well, it's not easy to do what these players have done in that area, strictly because of positioning. I mean, typically a two-guard, you're not in tight when a shot goes up, so competing for rebounds is that much more difficult.
And that's why it takes that unique combination of agility and instincts to make your way onto that list. Those guys have a terrific balance of the physical and mental aspects of the game.
And Adebayo throws it down.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off.
Boy, both ends of that play, guys, were fantastic.
And Finney-Smith gets it to go. The Heat trail by 9. Outside Robinson. Pass to Butler. Got a piece of it. And here we go. The Mavericks on a fast break. And Doncic gets it to go.
Boy, he's so dangerous in these situations. Doncic just has a good sense for what he needs to do based on the situation.
Here's Herro. He has 5. Outside Butler. To the inside. Achua. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got 3 assists now in this one. Mavericks leading by 9. Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. Offensive rebound. And Adebayo sends it back. Inside. And it's Robinson with the jam.
Well, you see what you have here. I mean, the unselfishness of Butler, an often unsung trait of his.
And it's Burke with the ball for Dallas.
And Bam Adebayo demonstrating a refined skill set that belies his nickname. Over 5 assists per game. He's a creator, not just a finisher.
Outside Butler. Here's Herro. And he makes good on the layup. Herro's got 7 points.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
And the Heat have given Adebayo the leeway to rip and run, baby. Make things happen.
And Kevin, an unselfish player who loves to pass. Even back in high school, playing with lesser talent, he made sure to find the others.
Finney-Smith. It's hauled in by Achua. Achua's got 7 rebounds in the game.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Now a timeout called by Miami. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
A different look for Dallas. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Johnson comes in for Doncic. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Burke. And a new group in for the Heat. Olynyk, he's checked in for Bam Adebayo. Reece Harkless comes in for Jimmy Butler. Andre Iguodala is checked in for Robinson. And it's Dragic in for Tyler Herro. Here's Achua. Buries it down low. Achua's got 6 points in the quarter.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Brunson against Dragic. We've got 33 seconds left now here in the second.
Well, that's the vision you get with Dragic. His teammates have to love playing with him.
Richardson, that's a 2-pointer. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron. The Heat trail by 7. In the corner, Iguodala with it. There's 10 seconds left here in the second. Shot clock at 5. Can't hit from the low block. It's been all about Luka Doncic for the Dallas Mavericks. He ends up dropping in 2 from distance, making a difference from long range in this one. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Goran. How would you say you guys have done in the first half?
I mean, you know, we are battling. We as a team, and if we're gonna play like that, I think so. We're gonna be okay.
We'll see what happens in the second half. Thanks, Goran. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Luka Doncic has been the story in this one. He had 29 points. And the Mavericks over the past couple of years, Shaq, making some great personnel moves.
Look, they traded up to get Doncic. They traded Dennis Smith Jr. In a package deal, and they got the great Porzingis.
Yeah, I mean, exciting young core. They're adding pieces around him and Doncic and around the franchise. Man, they're prime.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
Welcome back. The calendar has flipped over, and so have we, into the second half of our broadcast. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game.
Let's start the second half strong and keep it going with a little D.
Here's Herro. We've got Doncic. He's out there with Richardson. Dwight Powell is out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Finney Smith in at the 4. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half with.
You know, sometimes the athleticism of Butler just too much for the defense. Sometimes you have to simply resort to giving up the foul on that drive.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Really a good season for him overall last year when you look at the number, 83% from the line.
Yeah, you know, that was one spot where they didn't have to worry about him at all. I mean, at the free throw line, he was automatic.
Shoot 2.
First one falls for him.
Clearly, Jimmy Butler is in the prime years of his career, and you know, you get the feeling that no matter how much he achieves, he's always going to be looking to get better.
And so Butler nails both of them. Mavericks leading by 5. Here's Doncic. Here's Powell. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Boy, intensity always a good thing, and Powell brings it solid at getting after offensive rebounds for his team.
Kicks it to Butler. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Butler's got 24 points.
I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
Boy, I tell you what, the hole would be a lot deeper if he wasn't being as efficient as he's been so far.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right.
Yes, indeedy. Well done.
That is not a simple finish by any means. Adebayo had to keep his focus, makes the D think twice about getting physical with him.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
One shot.
Free throw good. Adebayo. Mavericks leading by 4. And Doncic. Here we go. And Doncic throws it down.
Well, you can't let Doncic have these types of opportunities, guys. When you aren't close to him, this is what happens.
And here are the Heat now. Here's Herro. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. Herro's got 10 points.
On a nice little roll here to start this half, connecting on their first 3 attempts.
And they double up Doncic. And Adebayo sends it back. Outside Butler. And it's denied. And he's able to get it back.
A moment here to see the stats for Butler. Great showing for him last season. He's averaged 20 points a game, 6 assists and 6 rebounds. It's hard to wrap your head around numbers like these, but that is just what he delivers night in and night out.
You know, it's so easy for us to take him for granted, to get spoiled with what he does. I think we've got to be more appreciative of the kind of impact this man has in every game he plays.
The free throw drops for Butler. And so Butler nails both of them. The Mavericks have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. Powell trying to free himself up, and the dunk by Doncic.
Par for the course for Luka Doncic. Just one of those games where he's got it on cruise control.
Outside Butler, here's Adebayo. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the knee.
Yeah, really left him no choice there. I mean, he had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
This is his second trip to the line in this one.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. Mavericks making a switch here. A 1-deuce checked in. And he's good on the second. Dallas has gone 7 of 10 shooting from three-point land tonight. Excellent numbers from outside. Doncic, and a little luck that time, but it drops. Doncic has got 8 here in the quarter.
He's certainly been their go-to guy when it matters most. He's trying to close this one out.
Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
The Mavericks have made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one.
There's an awful lot to like about Doncic, but probably what jumps out at me most is how competitive he is. I mean, he wants to dominate whoever's guarding him.
Robinson passes to Herro. Lets it go with a 3. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assists. Robinson's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Here's Doncic. And Adebayo sends it back. Down low, here's Butler. That one goes in. Now just a 2-point Maverick lead.
The well-put-together Butler proving that he's just a little too strong there, not allowing the physical defense to stifle him at all.
And the Mavericks call time here.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
While we have the chance, we'd like to reveal the list of the past month's best fast break teams in the NBA. Second, the Mavericks.
They've been playing an exciting brand of basketball during that time. I mean, taking every chance to get out in the open floor.
And so Doncic will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. They've led by as many as 11 points.
And it looks to me like he still has some of the shooting touch that he displayed in the first.
The Heat trail by 5. Here's Herro. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Herro's got 8 here in the quarter.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
For Dallas, they have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8. That free throw good from Doncic. The Heat trail by 6. Here's Herro. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
You know, he's got to be exasperated right now, fellas. I mean, playing excellent ball, but they're still losing.
And Doncic gets it to go.
Well, he's filling it up right now, getting the shots he wants and delivering in a big way.
And a 5-star recruit coming out of high school. Powell had an excellent college career, yet he fell to the second round of the draft. Didn't even hear his name called as he was selected during a commercial break.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Miami's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Herro passes to Butler. Here's Herro. Now here's Adebayo. 22 points for him. To the inside. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And G.A., even when he did arrive to the NBA, it took Powell a while to latch on.
You know, traded a couple times in his first year. He was assigned and recalled 10 times in about a month with Boston's D-League affiliate. Finally found a home in Dallas. Everything turned around from that point forward.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. Kendrick Nunn, he's checked in for the Heat. And Adebayo drops them both. Now Doncic. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight. Took him no time at all on that one. And the Mavericks lead by 9.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
They keep pulling up and watching them go down. It's a really nice thing to see.
Nunn finds Leonard. Good ball movement here by Miami. There's the triple. That's in, coming off an assist from Adebayo. Adebayo's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Exactly what the doctor ordered. Those 3-point bombs will erase the deficit quickly if they can keep it up.
Butler on the wing. Richardson covering. Here's Leonard. The rebound by a 1-2. Mavericks leading by 8. And here we go. The Mavericks on a fast break. And the foul called on Tim Hardaway Jr. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile 1 block.
And that's what a team needs when they're trailing. Energy on D.
Miami's gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc. The shot by Butler, nobody around. Miami no good on that time either. Here's Richardson, and another basket for Dallas.
You know, Richardson's offensive game continues to expand and impress. He's a multi-dimensional scorer now.
Pass to Herro. Here's Butler, guarded by Hardaway. Butler passes to Herro. Knocks down the three ball. Herro's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
They're giving him a little too much space out there. That's his third triple since halftime.
And that one is good.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Well, the defensive rotations have been a step slow, and it's really helped them get that ball inside time after time.
Pass to Herro. Richardson with the double team. Shot clock at 6. None wide open. Offensive rebound Heat. Second shot opportunity, and he comes up with the deuce. Adebayo's got 26.
Second chance points kill you. It's a strength of Adebayo picking up the garbage and putting it in. Taking a look here at some numbers for Bam Adebayo. Last season, he played outstanding. 8th in rebounding, 12th in shooting percentage, and he's a shot blocker as well. Top 20 in that category last season. Great timing and challenges at the rim.
He was a top 10 rebounder last season for good reason. He's an incredibly intense guy to compete with. And for a full game, too. I mean, just nonstop. And the first one drops.
Boy, Josh Richardson, really the kind of guy every team could use because he's got a well-balanced 3 and D game. He does a lot for his team, brings a lot of value to whoever he plays for.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Johnson, he's checked in for Powell. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Achua, he's checked in for Miami. Dragic comes in for Tyler Herro.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
Bounce pass, Dragic. Lets it go from 11. Yep, it goes. And the Dallas lead is cut down now to just 7 on the basket from Adebayo.
From about the extent of Adebayo's range, just far enough to keep the D honest.
Brunson, good. And it's Dragic with the ball for the Heat. The pass to Nunn. Back to Dragic from downtown. It's rebounded by Dallas. Brunson's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Kleba, and Dallas again with the bucket. Dragic with it. He's got 11. Poked away. Kleba with the bucket. Kleba's got 8 points. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Mavericks.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
Burke finds Johnson. Shoots over Achua. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Johnson's got his second basket of the night. Pass to Adebayo. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic. Dragic has got 4 assists now tonight.
Boy, he's doing everything he can at this point. The rest of his teammates need to step up and give him some help.
And it's good, 2 points. Burke's got 4 points in the quarter.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Pass to Nunn. From the line. Kept alive. The kick outside to Butler. Another shot. Yep, that one goes. Butler's got 10 points here in the second half.
And you know, he's really been one of the few bright spots for them, trying to will this team to victory.
Fires for 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. Brunson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. It's a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Now, we have seen continued growth with the NBA's affiliated leagues the last few years. Think about the explosion in popularity of the WNBA, the Basketball Africa League, expansion of the 2K League, greater pay in the WNBA, and the G League pathway. along with the unionization of G League players. The league continues to show its commitment to expanding opportunities on multiple levels. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. That's good from Richardson. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Trey Burke. And then for Miami, Olynyk, he's checked in for Adebayo. Maurice Harkless comes in for Jimmy Butler. And it's Iguodala in for Kendrick Nunn. So he makes one of two as the second one misses. On the dunk contest, we saw Michael Jordan take on Dominique Wilkins. These days, not as many star players are participating in these skills competitions, like Greg the slam dunk.
I think it's a great point you raised, Kevin, and I think in part because back in that era, the reality is guys didn't make the kind of dollars they make today. And there was more risk, I guess, in the mindset of guys today, and they didn't want to take that challenge on. So I wish we would see more of our stars in the slam dunk contest, but I don't think that's going to be the case, unfortunately, as much as we'd all like to see it.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
Doncic against Brunson. Stolen by Brunson. Sweet little floater. Brunson's got 7 points here in this quarter.
How about that wonderful floater he has, showing off an exquisite touch.
And here's Dragic. He's got 11. Achua, the pass to Harkless. Iguodala outside. 6 to shoot. To the paint. And Andre Iguodala with the slam.
It's clear that Iguodala loves to dunk. Give him room to take off, and he's going to finish with authority.
Here's Brunson, and the shot is good. Brunson's got 9 points here in the second half.
Impeccable mechanics this quarter. He's been perfect from the field.
Iguodala, the pass to Olynyk. And Dragic has it in the corner. Offensive rebound Heat. Achua. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game, now 6 for 10.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You've got to work harder on the glass.
A shot by Johnson, no good.
It does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
Passes to Achua. Up top, Dragic. There's 48 seconds left here in the third quarter. The pass to Olynyk. Fires the three. The Mavericks pull it in.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
No good from Finney-Smith. The Heat trail by 17. And Dragic has it in the corner. A three-pointer is right on target. Dragic has got 14 points.
Normally, it's Dragic providing the pass. Good to see him getting fed this time.
Got a piece of it. Richardson against Iguodala. And that one drops for him.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
Brunson, good. 11 seconds left to play in the third. Open shot, Dragic, and it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
It's been all about Luka Doncic for Dallas. They kept going to him again and again, and he delivered with a monster quarter. And we'll be right back after this. And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Dallas leading by 14. On the court for the Heat, Myers-Leonard is out there with Mo Harkless. Then there's Dragic. Then it's Robinson. And it's Iguodala in at the small forward position. Here's Dallas. Stolen by Robinson. Here's Harkless. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic. Dragic has got 6 assists in the game. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. And it's a 1-2 missing. There's the call on James Johnson. That's his 3rd foul of the game. The Heat trail by 12. Pass to Leonard. He kicks to Robinson. Good ball movement here by the Heat. There's Dragic with the 3. That shot misses. And the Mavericks going the other way now. Here's Kleba. And it falls over the rim and in.
You know, this has been a totally different half for him. He definitely looks more comfortable now, guys.
Outside Dragic. Just over a minute played here in the 4th. Lays it up off the glass.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here. Boy, that is awesome defense, guys, against a capable finisher. Well done. I'm sure the coaches love that.
Wasted no time on that one.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense has taken a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
Yep, it goes, and the Dallas lead is cut down now to just 10 points with that basket from Dragic. Here's a 1-2, and good that time.
And the defense no factor, which is why he simply laid it in.
The Heat have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the 4th. A pretty nice efficiency there. Iguodala, that's good.
You cannot leave him alone like that, especially from long range.
A 1-2, that's good. A 1-2's got 6 points in the quarter.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Robinson passes to Leonard. He dishes it to Dragic. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Dragic has got 9 points here in the second half.
And they should keep getting it to Dragic. The way he's playing right now, he is in a zone.
And we're about 3 minutes into the 4th quarter. Timeout called the Heat.
And Kevin, they've been committing a lot of turnovers here. Taking care of the basketball is the #1 priority right now in that huddle. They've got to tighten it up.
A different look for Miami. Bam Adebayo is checked in for Harkless. Butler comes in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Tyler Herro in for Goran Dragic. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Eric Spoelstra coaching the team during the break. He is not pleased, and he told them they have to make a push right now. He said, look, we got to make a move, or I've got to pull the plug. Pretty blunt stuff, Kevin. Back to you.
Tell you what, guys, that's not an easy finish, but somehow Doncic makes it look rather effortless.
The Heat trail by 12. Here's Herro. Dishes to Butler. No good on the three. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Here's Hardaway. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
Skilled at scoring in a variety of ways. I mean, give Hardaway Jr. these looks, and he's happy to oblige.
Pass to Adebayo. Inside. Hardaway with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Burks got it. Yes, and it's Hardaway picking up the assist. And the Mavericks lead by 17.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
The shot's good. Here's Herro.
All right, Mavs fans, keep it going with the defense.
To the middle. Will it go? And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
You see the offense coming around for Adebayo. Entered the league with raw skills, but he's had the benefit of great coaching.
One shot.
Done a much better job of getting to the line here. Aggressively taking it inside and not shying away from contact. I thought he was settling a bit in the first.
Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. And that one hits back iron. And it's Adebayo with the ball for the Miami Heat. They trail by 16. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. And that'll be his third foul so far. Outside Butler. Heat moving the ball around. Outside Robinson. Out to the right wing. Just 5 to shoot. That shot wide open. Herro's got 15 points in just the second half.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
That one falls.
Boy, calm and collected inside. Doncic's scoring ability, wide-ranging.
Out to the right wing. Here's Herro. And it's off from three-point range. Dallas leading by 16. Hardaway goes in. Some solid defense from Butler. Miami's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 three-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. It's rebounded by Leonard. The Heat trail by 16. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
That's his 4th foul. I'm sure he recognizes the situation because number 5 would put him in a rough, tough spot.
Richardson, he's checked in for Burke. Herro passes to Adebayo. Inside. Shot's good by Herro. Herro's got 24.
Yeah, well done to finish that one off.
Dallas calls timeout. Mavericks leading by 14. Here's Doncic. Hits it again. Wow!
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. Here's Herro. It's rebounded by Doncic. Doncic has got his 6th rebound on the night. And again, 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this.
The Heat trail by 18. Herro passes to Butler. Nice catch and finish on the alley-oop.
Yeah, nice silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feed.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better.
Guys, I hope we get to see a few more of those.
Here's Herro. The Mavericks pull it in. Powell's got 4 rebounds in this game. Richardson attacking. Count it. Good. Richardson's got 33.
Well, no easy answer for how you defend Richardson on the drive.
Miami's gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the 4th quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. Butler passes to Herro. Back to Butler. Over Doncic. Shot's good from Butler. That's now 32 points for Butler.
It's clear that Butler feels confident shooting down low. I mean, he's got the strength and touch to dominate in there.
The Heat trail by 16. Here's Herro. It's good. And so here is Dallas. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Here's Richardson. It's rebounded by Leonard. Leonard's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. 3-pointer, Butler, Adebayo. Adebayo on the follow. Adebayo's got 37.
And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Sometimes you just got to man up and take a tough foul in order to stop these free runs to the rim.
Robinson, a slam dunk by Robinson.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative and make something happen.
The Heat trail by 12. Here's Herro. Passes it to Adebayo. Knocked away. In the corner, it's Robinson. Here's Herro. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Outside Hardaway. Drops in the layup for 2. And the Mavericks lead by 14.
Boy, Hardaway Jr. is a competitor now, showing you some real toughness. He's not going to give you an inch. He's going to fight you to the finish. You know, brick after brick after brick. I mean, that's been the story for him this quarter. I mean, he's got to rein it in down the stretch here.
And the Heat shooting and hitting almost everything here in the 4th, up around 58% from the field. Down low. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Adebayo's got 9 points in the quarter.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision, excellent.
And the Mavericks call time here. And now, let's take a look at the New Balance Player of the Game, Luka Doncic.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up. And that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance. Mavericks leading by 14. Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
Well, it's so easy to be excited about Doncic. A lot to like in his game, especially when he's sinking tough shots in the face of the defense like this.
Here's Herro. Back to Butler. All sorts of time. And the jumper is on the mark. 34 points for Jimmy Butler.
And you could see it all the way. It was obvious. I mean, Butler has a shoot-first mentality.
How? And it's Dallas with another. The Heat trail by 16. Now the pass to Butler. We've got 1:55 left in the fourth quarter of this one, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to go on Willie Cauley-Stein.
Shooting for Miami, Jimmy Butler. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. He's perfect from the line this time. We've got 1:55 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Marjanovic, and it's good off the back rim and in. 1:49 left to play in the final quarter. Herro passes to Butler. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. Throw good, Robinson. .135 left in the fourth quarter. To the paint. That's in, coming off an assist from Adebayo. Adebayo's got assist number 8 now on the night. Dallas leading by 13. Here's Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Mavericks.
The one area that stands out that we've seen tonight from them, their aggressiveness in getting steals, something I know that you really value yourself.
I think it sparked their offense. It deflates the opposition. And when you have the type of effort we saw tonight, it's pretty hard to overcome that defensive pressure down the stretch.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year. And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Luka Doncic.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
Here's Doncic. Again, what an avalanche!
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. Here's Herro, guarded by Doncic. Now the Mavericks moving it up. Doncic leading the charge.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
32 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Butler against Cauley Stein. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Dallas. And got it! Another basket.
He's scoring at an insane level here, folks. The defense powerless to slow him down.
Yeah, he's on a mission, closing in on third place all-time in scoring.
And his scoring tonight has dropped him into the conversation with some of the all-time greats. I'm talking about names like Wilt Chamberlain and Kobe Bryant. Simply amazing what we've seen here.
Jimmy Butler taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. And so Butler nails both of them. 9 seconds left in the fourth quarter. He tries for 3. That shot, no good. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Luka, you played well and you got the win. So what made the difference?
Yeah, I think we had a great game. You know, I think it was a great game today. You know, we step up together, play good defense, and it was a great win.
Thanks for your time, man. Appreciate it. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. So long.